Tired of the same old tourist traps? Italy's got a cultural scene that's way more exciting than posing with the Leaning Tower. Get ready for a whirlwind tour of festivals, traditions, and art that'll make you want to shout, "Mamma Mia!" From the cobbled streets of ancient cities to the sun-drenched piazzas of bustling towns, Italy comes alive with a vibrant tapestry of cultural celebrations. These aren't just events for tourists. They're deeply rooted traditions passed down through generations, expressions of local identity and pride. Join us as we journey beyond the well-trodden tourist paths and delve into the heart of Italy's soul, experiencing the raw passion, the unbridled joy, and the profound sense of community that define these extraordinary festivals. In the heart of Palermo, Sicily, the ancient art of puppetry thrives. The Teatro dei Pupi, a UNESCO-recognized tradition, is no mere children's entertainment. It's a dramatic spectacle, a world of chivalry and romance, of epic battles and moral dilemmas, played out by intricately crafted wooden puppets. The puppeteers, known as pupari, are more than just skilled manipulators. They are storytellers, actors, and musicians, their voices booming with passion as they bring these miniature warriors and damsels to life. The clatter of swords, the thunderous hooves of wooden horses, the gasps and cheers of the enthralled audience. This is live theater at its most primal and captivating. Each gesture of the puppets, each tilt of the head or flash of the eyes, is imbued with meaning, conveying a depth of emotion that transcends the limitations of their wooden forms. For centuries, these stories of Charlemagne and his paladins, of valiant knights and wicked sorcerers, have captivated audiences, young and old. The tales are timeless, passed down through generations, and even if you don't understand the Sicilian dialect, the raw emotion, the clash of good and evil, transcends language barriers. The Teatro dei Pupi is more than just entertainment. It's a living testament to Sicilian history and identity. Venice, the city of canals and bridges, transforms into a realm of masked mystery during Carnevale. This annual festival, a celebration of indulgence before the austerity of Lent, is a sensory feast, a riot of color, music, and masked revelry. Imagine strolling through the labyrinthine streets, the air thick with the scent of perfume and the promise of intrigue. Everywhere you look, elaborately costumed figures glide by, their faces hidden behind exquisite masks, their identities shrouded in secrecy. These masks, crafted from porcelain, leather, or papier-mâché, are more than just disguises. They're works of art, each one a unique creation, adorned with feathers, jewels, and intricate details. The masks transform the wearers, freeing them from social constraints, allowing them to embrace a world of fantasy and illusion. For a few fleeting weeks, Venice becomes a stage, and its inhabitants, both locals and visitors alike, become actors in a grand, unscripted play. The boundaries between reality and fantasy blur as masked figures whisper secrets in alleyways and dance in the squares. The sound of laughter and music fills the air, punctuated by the gentle splash of gondolas gliding through the canals. But beneath the surface of revelry lies a deeper significance. Carnevale is a time to let go, to embrace the absurd, to celebrate the beauty and fragility of life. In the ancient city of Matera, carved into the rugged landscape of southern Italy, the Festa della Madonna Bruna unfolds as a testament to faith and tradition. This annual celebration, held on the 2nd of July, is a spectacle that ignites the senses and stirs the soul. At the heart of this fervor lies the Madonna Bruna, the patron saint of Matera. Her image, adorned in magnificent robes, is paraded through the city streets atop a towering carro trionfale, a triumphal chariot, pulled by a team of oxen. The air crackles with anticipation as the chariot, a masterpiece of craftsmanship, emerges from the Duomo, its gilded surfaces glinting under the summer sun. The crowd surges forward, a sea of humanity united in their devotion. But the climax of the festival is as dramatic as it is unexpected. As the sun begins to set, casting long shadows across the ancient city, the chariot reaches its destination, Piazza Vittorio Veneto. In a frenzy of religious zeal, the crowd tears the chariot apart, a symbolic act representing their desire to possess a piece of the divine. The air fills with a cacophony of sound, the roar of the crowd, the explosion of fireworks, the rhythmic beat of drums. In the heart of Umbria, the medieval town of Gubbio plays host to a spectacle that is as much a test of physical endurance as it is a celebration of faith. The Festa dei Ceri, held annually on the 15th of May. Imagine a scene of controlled chaos. Thousands of people, clad in the vibrant colors of their respective districts, throng the narrow, winding streets of Gubbio. The air is thick with anticipation. The ground vibrates with the rhythmic chanting of Via, Via. At the heart of this frenetic energy are the Seri, three massive wooden structures, each topped with the statues of saints, Sant'Ubaldo, San Giorgio, and Sant'Antonio. These towering structures, weighing in at over 800 pounds each, are no mere parade floats. Carried on the shoulders of teams of carrioli, strong young men fueled by passion and pride, the carri embark on a grueling race through the heart of the city. The course is treacherous, a steep winding climb up the slopes of Mount Ingino to the Basilica of Sant'Ubaldo. The crowd roars its encouragement, a surge of humanity swept up in the raw emotion of the race. As the sun begins its descent, casting long shadows across the ancient cities and towns of Italy, a palpable sense of solemnity descends. It is Holy Week, a time for reflection, for remembrance, and for the reenactment of the Passion of Christ. From the cobblestone streets of Rome to the narrow alleyways of Sicilian villages, processions wind their way through the urban landscape, each a unique expression of faith and tradition, yet united by a shared sense of reverence and awe. The participants, often cloaked in hooded robes, their faces hidden from view, move with a measured pace, their silence broken only by the mournful strains of funeral marches and the rhythmic thud of drums. They carry statues of Christ and the Virgin Mary, each a masterpiece of religious art, their faces etched with sorrow and pain. The atmosphere is heavy with emotion, the air thick with the scent of incense. Spectators line the streets, their heads bowed in prayer, their faces reflecting a mixture of grief and hope. For many Italians, the Holy Week processions are more than just a spectacle. They are a deeply personal experience, a time to connect with their faith, to reflect on the sacrifices made in the name of their beliefs. The processions serve as a reminder of the fragility of life, the inevitability of death, and the promise of resurrection. Twice a year, on the 2nd of July and the 16th of August, the heart of Tuscany beats to the rhythm of thundering hooves and the roar of the crowd. This is the Palio di Siena, a bareback horse race unlike any other, a spectacle that transports spectators back to the raw passion and fierce rivalries of medieval Italy. Imagine the scene, the sun-drenched Piazza del Campo, transformed into a dirt racetrack, ringed by a sea of humanity, a kaleidoscope of colors representing the 17 contrade, the fiercely competitive districts of Siena. The air crackles with anticipation, the tension palpable as the horses and their riders, clad in the vibrant silks of their contrade, enter the piazza. The crowd erupts, a cacophony of cheers, chants, and the waving of flags. The Palio is more than just a race. It's a matter of civic pride, a battle for honor and bragging rights that lasts a lifetime. The jockeys, chosen for their skill and daring, ride bareback, their faces etched with determination, their eyes on the prize, the coveted palio, a silk banner depicting the Virgin Mary. The race itself is a whirlwind of chaos and adrenaline, a test of skill and a bit of luck. Horses jostle for position, riders urge them on with whips and shouts, the crowd roars its approval or despair as fortunes rise and fall with each turn. The city breathes and lives the palio, with each contrada transformed into a microcosm of passion and tradition. There are processions, banquets, and blessings of the horses, all imbued with a sense of history and pageantry. In the days leading up to the Feast of Corpus Domini, a wave of color washes over towns and villages across Italy. This is the time of the Infiorata festivals, when streets and piazzas are transformed into breathtaking carpets of flowers, ephemeral masterpieces that bloom for a single day before disappearing under the feet of the faithful. Imagine walking through streets paved not with cobblestones, but with intricate designs of petals and leaves. The air is heavy with the sweet scent of lilies, roses, carnations, and wildflowers, a fragrant tapestry woven by the hands of skilled artisans and volunteers. The Infiorata tradition, dating back to the 13th century, is a labor of love, a testament to the patience, dedication, and artistry of the communities that create them. Days, sometimes weeks, are spent gathering and sorting petals, sketching designs, and meticulously placing each flower to create stunning mosaics of biblical scenes, geometric patterns, and local landmarks. The process is a communal effort, with generations working side by side, their laughter and chatter mingling with the rustle of petals and the gentle thud of hammers as they create their ephemeral masterpieces. As the sun rises on the Feast of Corpus Domini, the streets become a riot of color, a feast for the eyes and the soul. In the sun-drenched regions of southern Italy, from the rolling hills of Calabria to the rugged coastline of Puglia, the infectious rhythm of the tarantella fills the air, beckoning all to join in its joyous embrace. This is more than just a dance. It's a celebration of life, love, and the enduring spirit of the Italian South. Imagine a scene of vibrant energy, a village piazza, strung with lights, alive with the sound of tambourines, accordions, and the rhythmic clapping of hands. Couples, young and old, whirl and stomp, their bodies moving with an almost primal grace, their faces alight with laughter and the sheer joy of movement. The tarantella, with its roots in ancient rituals and folk traditions, is a dance of courtship, of passion, and of exorcising inner demons. Its origins are shrouded in myth and legend. Some say it was a cure for the bite of the tarantula spider, but its power to ignite the soul is undeniable. The steps are fast and intricate, a flurry of twirls, stomps, and dramatic gestures, each movement telling a story, expressing a range of emotions from joy to sorrow, from love to defiance. The music, played with infectious energy, sets the pace, urging the dancers on, faster and faster until they reach a state of ecstatic frenzy. And so, our journey through the heart and soul of Italy's festivals comes to an end. We've witnessed the passion, the artistry, and the deep-rooted traditions that make this country so much more than just a collection of historical sites. From the fiery spectacle of the Festa della Madonna Bruna to the delicate beauty of the Infiorata, from the thundering hooves of the Palio di Siena to the joyous frenzy of the Tarantella, these festivals offer a glimpse into the true spirit of Italy, a land where tradition and modernity coexist, where passion runs deep, and where the bonds of community are celebrated with an exuberance that's impossible to resist. Like and subscribe for more quick takes on stunning cultural experiences around the world.